When I first came to Arnhem Land, I had been schooled in the mainstream understanding of Aboriginal culture. You could say I'd been schooled by some of the best people from central New South Wales who had learned to put Aboriginal people into a box which they named, they controlled, and so on. Unfortunately today, a lot of the Aboriginal people, mainstream Aboriginal people, actually take this naming that the settlers used to name their own culture too. And this is one of the worst namings, that Aboriginal culture was all about sorcery and so on. Now, did sorcery exist in traditional Aboriginal culture? Of course it did. Does evil exist in every society? Yes, it does. Good and evil. But is sorcery part of the great law that was given to the people by the great Creator Spirit? No, definitely not. Now, having been taught by traditional doctors over a number of years, instructed by them in many ways of traditional healing and so on, one of the things they also taught me was how sorcery works. And I thought that strange at first when they would say to me, sorcery is disgusting. It's the most primitive form of abuse that you could ever use. Because it's clandestine, because it's cowardice, and don't ever participate in it. Then when they sat me down and started teaching me how sorcery is done, I thought it's strange, but then I thought, no, this is like a bomb maker or bomb disposal person. What's the first thing a bomb disposal person does? They learn how to make a bomb and have a little puff of powder go off in their face or something so they know exactly what a bomb can do. This was the same in the training that I was given by these elders. They taught me how sorcery works, how the sorcerer goes about doing these nasty cowardness deeds, and therefore also how you can undo it. And I have used the knowledge of that undoing many times to help people who might have psychological issues that they believe where they're being targeted by cowardice sorcerers. The traditional word marangich for high learning doctor, a doctor of high learning, is the healer doctor. The term golka, sorcery, is the cowardice, disgusting human being, and is not part of traditional Aboriginal law. They were seen as disgusting human beings, and if they were caught in doing that, any form of sorcery, they would be exiled from their people for life. So sorcery is there. It's not part of the law, the LAW of Aboriginal people, but unfortunately now many even mainstream Aboriginal people sort of consider it that something that you can joke around, you can play around with it, and it's part of sort of open public Aboriginal culture. It never was, and it should be stopped in its tracks.